Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Thomas Forrester has been busy falling in love off screen, and his new commanding lady is someone relatively familiar to B&B suckers. It turns out Thomas and Paris Buckingham are a couple now. So they deliver some shocking updates following their return to Los Angeles. A new snap has blurted from the occasion that air on Tuesday, June 25th. That's when Thomas and Paris will supposedly explain their new romantic status, which will stir up all kinds of questions from everyone back in LA. In the print, Thomas and Paris can be seen with their hands on Douglas Forrester's shoulders. The three of them will clearly look like a united family, and Paris will have the ring to prove it. There's indeed a ring on Paris' cutlet in the blurted snap, so all signs point to Paris being engaged to Thomas. This love actually kind of makes sense when you suppose about Thomas' history. In the last many times, Paris is the one and only woman who managed to truly get Thomas' attention other than Hope Logan flashback when Thomas was smitten with Paris for a veritably brief plot in 2021. That story sizzled presto since Paris turned Thomas down, but she substantially rejected him due to the bad timing. Paris was involved with Zend Forrester Dominguez back also, so she decided to avoid stirring up drama for the relatives and pumped the thickets on Thomas. Still, now the timing is right for Thomas and Paris to get an alternate chance at love. It sounds like Paris was working at Forrester International and got to know Thomas better during his time in Paris with Douglas. Grounded on our B&B prognostications, Thomas and Paris' engagement will shoot shockwaves through Forrester Creations, so don't miss all the responses to their romantic news. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Paris and Thomas may have to defend their speedy love story to some naysayers, so stay tuned. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Friday, June 21st, reveal that Thomas Forrester will make his long-awaited comeback. Thomas has been in Paris with Douglas Forrester, but he'll have some good reasons to head home, especially now that Steffi Forrester is feeling outnumbered. Steffi isn't happy about the Logans boosting their presence at Forrester Creations, so having Thomas around could be helpful. Will Thomas return because Steffi summoned him for backup following Ridge Forrester's advertisement about Brooke Logan? Of course, it's also possible that Brooke or Hope Logan could push Thomas to return to Hope for the future, which still needs to turn effects around before the coming quarter. There's indeed a chance Thomas will simply decide it's time to come home, particularly since he's got some surprising news to partake. B&B spoilers say Thomas has experienced a major change in his life since he left the oil, so does that mean he's engaged or indeed married? Whatever the case, it seems likely suckers will be introduced to the new woman in Thomas' life soon enough. In the meantime, Sheila Sharp will prove she's not someone who lets herself get pushed around. Now that Sheila has eavesdropped Tom's enterprises about her history, she seems ready to strike back. Since B&B made a big deal about Tom putting his stuff behind the bar, will Sheila plant plutocrat in Tom's bag to make it look like he's robbery from Il Giardino? That might force Deacon Sharp to fire Tom, despite the bond they've been forming. Also again, Sheila might steal Tom's things and leave him furious since Deacon claimed his stuff would be safe. An incident like that might lead to Tom quitting his job at Il Giardino rather. Either way, our prognostications allude that Sheila may pull off a dirty trick and try to get relief of distrusting Tom in the process. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Sheila will make a mess of effects, so stay tuned for updates on any trouble that might be ahead for Tom. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for Friday, June 21st, 2024, are then. Suckers can anticipate Thomas Forrester to eventually return to Los Angeles. Sheila Carter Sharp lets it be known that she isn't to be meddled with at all. Meanwhile, Clint Howard makes another appearance as Tom, Illinois Giardino's new deliverer. Keep reading to find out what's coming up in the CBS Cleaner pieces. Thomas Forrester returns. B&B spoilers for Friday, June 21st reveal that Thomas will eventually return to Los Angeles. Suckers recall that Thomas went to Europe after having his marriage offer rejected by Hope Logan formally again. Steffi Forrester Finnegan prompted Thomas to take Douglas Forrester and leave the country. Thomas did as Steffi suggested, and suckers have been staying for his return ever ago. Sheila Carter retaliates on Friday, June 21st. Sheila will show that she's not one to be meddled around with. This comes right after Sheila eavesdropped Tom talking to Deacon. Hope's secret ammo, Thomas returns to fight Steffi? Tom did some exploration on Deacon and Sheila. Both have histories, but Sheila's is quite a bit more libelous than Cleric's history. Tom confessed to Deacon that Sheila freaks him out, commodity she eavesdropped and did ent like hail. Tom's delivery. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Friday, June 21st reveal that Tom will make another appearance. Cleric has given Tom a job at the eatery as the new delivery man. It seems that Tom is also doing some serving and bussing duties. Deacon told Tom that guests need breadsticks and lots of them. Deacon also told Tom where to store his pack and guitar. I can completely see Sheila controlling Tom. Or maybe Sheila goes through Tom's pack to find influence. Now that Sheila knows Tom doesn't entirely trust her, how will she handle it? Suckers might also see how Steffi and Brooke Logan handle their new dynamic at Forrester Creations. Also, the feud between Katie Logan and Penelope Poppy Nozawa heats up. Could this contest ever end up affecting Luna Nozawa? There's also the situation between Poppy and Lee Finnegan. Why is Lee so hard on Poppy? Maybe there's a good reason for Lee's responses? There seems to be a part that we're missing, so what's the real story that divided Lee and Poppy's sisterhood? Which plot are you looking forward to seeing the most on Friday, June 21st, 2024? Partake your studies in the comment section below. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that there will be some Monte Carlo scenes coming up. Tom Arnold has been cast as a airman and is seen in Prince with Steffi Forrester Finnegan. Thomas Forrester is supposed to return before the end of the month. So, could there be a big fashion showdown in Monte Carlo, and will Thomas make a surprise appearance and deliverance attempt? Keep reading and let's presume and what could be in the CBS cleaner pieces. Tom Arnold's cleaner gig. B&B spoilers reveal that Tom Arnold has been cast as an airman on the cleaner. Arnold will appear with Steffi during the Monte Carlo plot. Supposedly, there's some kind of issue with Steffi's passport. With Arnold app earning, suckers can be assured there will be some uproarious moments during Steffi's passport complication. Monte Carlo showdown. With the cast headed to Monte Carlo again, there's likely going to be some kind of fashion competition or fashion line showstoppers. In the history, there have been fashion conflicts on transnational props, including Monte Carlo. So, we anticipate commodity analogous to take place this time as well. Steffi Forrester Finnegan's flaunting the bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Steffi wanted to axe Hope's fashion line. While the figures haven't been good, Hope reasons that the line always bounces back. Steffi still isn't induced. Steffi's decision was blocked by Ridge Forrester. Still, if Hope's figures don't come over soon, also she could lose her fashion line for good. In Monte Carlo, Hope will need to put her stylish dress forward. Hope might face some complications, which will presumably have Steffi flaunting that this is the end of the Logans at Forrester Creations. There could be an unanticipated last nanosecond save, however. Indeed, though Thomas hasn't been around, he probably has heard about some effects that are going on behind unrestricted doors. Thomas Forrester's deliverance? Despite Thomas' heart being broken, he has always been a huge religionist in hope for the future. Thomas understood Hope's vision for the fashion line better than any other developer. So, could Thomas realize that Hope's fashion line is in trouble at the Monte Carlo event? Will Thomas swoop in to save Hope and HFTF? Could it also mean Steffi's veritably public downfall? What does the unborn hold for Ridge, Steffi, Hope, and Thomas? Do you suppose Thomas will return during the Monte Carlo plot? Will Thomas save Hope and her fashion line?